Alright, that thing can go to hell. I haven't rode on one of those for a long time, and I'm not that impressed by what just went down. It's still moving. I like this little, like, sawed-off shotgun. I actually have a really pretty skin on it. I'm actually pretty sure this is near one of those special cave entrance things. I think over, yeah, yeah, over there. Oh, okay, not that bad at like remembering where stuff is. Knock. Now that I'm here, I can get out of my inventory. That on there because I don't need god awful bike thing, whatever it is, quad. That's right. Quad's 4 wheels. I Taking that. I feel like if I walk in this house and somebody shoots me point blank, I just sort of feel like that's coming because of how close I am to that freaking thing over there. But I wouldn't mind going and poking my nose in it. I just feel like by the time I come out of it, somebody's just going to shoot me dead. And I don't think it would be that great of a weapon I'd get anyway. Plane's coming over. The amount of times this stuff lands usually right where I am. Not too bad. It's over there somewhere. Pretty sure there was another house down out the side. That side. It's this side. But where's the map? Oh, okay, it's going like full freaking beach. That is not in any way ideal. Can I head for that? Um, it's not an advantage to be in that spot. Or finish your drink, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Go in the way. Yeah, no, where I'm going isn't going to be an advantage because I'll be in a little box, probably. But I'll already be in that area, and I don't want to be down on the water's edge because that's lower and it's not got a lot of cover. So what I want to be is higher up where I've got visibility of people that are potentially looking down the hill. But I don't want to be on top of the hill where everybody running into the zone at that time is just going to cap me. In saying that, I also have to get there first. So, just hoping. Yeah, funny thing is about the black and gold china dress that I've got. I actually tended to do really well in the Bikindi snow map with black. Like, you wouldn't think that, but I consider it to be the same kind of principle as like Naruto wearing like bright orange while being a ninja. Is, you know, if you're gonna try to hide, you really the best way to do it is either you hide extremely well by being such a blatantly obvious color that people just don't register you as something. This isn't a bad spot. I like this. It's pretty. Like a good spot to have like sit down and read a book or something. Yeah, or alternatively, you have nobody's here. In here for a second. Yeah, alternatively, you can have it where like you're blending into the shadows because, you know, I don't know. I figure I wore black. My theory was I was going to hide pretty well, but I actually didn't think I'd do so well on like white snow. I know these bushes don't render for everybody, so I don't greatly like hiding in them. I just want a second to scope out what's in the area. I think that's a boat thing and not actually a buggy. Yeah, it's a boat thing. I was gonna say, I'm like, if that's a buggy, I'm not staying here. Like, there ain't no way I'm staying out here. But the amount that this is down here, there's no way it cannot be somewhat extremely close to this edge of the water. Like, even if it's not on the water itself, it's still gonna be like somewhere up in here. If you're wondering how I tend to work that out as well, because obviously, like, there's no way to know exactly where something's going. Now, this isn't coming in yet, but you can see how this is at the very, very edge of the map, and the circle's not actually fully on the map. So what happens is um, when this comes in, as you can see, it's more like a crescent moon shape at the moment. So this is the furthest from the point, which means that when it comes in, this side down here will bounce in more than this side is. So what will happen is that the circle, as it looks at the moment, will come into more like in here kind of area. It might go to one side more than the other, but generally speaking, it should come into about this area here because there's no more space out here that's a playable map. I'll try to explain it better when I have a different kind of circle range where I can kind of like show it moving on the map. But for the moment, that's kind of the thing. Oh yeah, that's going to be out in the water. It's going to be too far out in the water because I was wondering about that. But there we go. Where are you going? I thought he might stop there. I don't actually know where he's going. Going this way. Huh? I kind of thought he might have stopped down there to try to snipe somebody going for the drop that's just out there. Which I saw it a second ago. Where'd it go? Freeze. Step back and expose. I can't see it at all. How odd. But yeah, the way I see it is, if somebody's going to come down here and they're going to follow a drop, for instance, normally the way the drop used to work is it used to come out and land roughly somewhere on the center line of this. I think these days it's not quite as centered, but it does give you an idea of where the center of the circle is. If it's flying directly over the head of you, you should be in the center of the circle. Risking it by being out in this shrub. Really no activity down here yet, but I guess, I don't know. He went and got a jet ski. Bastard. Like, I'm not going to be able to shoot him because he's moving. But, like, is he seriously going for the drop that's out there somewhere? Like, you can see him, right? There he is. Let's see if he stops. Because I can't see the drop any at all. And obviously he must have marked up where it landed, or he's just going for a rough guess. I mean, it's not a bad idea if you have the option to get a jet ski and get yourself right out on the waterline boundary to begin with. Because if you don't move too much, people like me in here may not necessarily be looking out there expecting there to be somebody. I actually have no idea if you can shoot off of it. Yeah, he did stop. I assume you can move to the second seat and be able to shoot, but I don't actually know because I haven't normally got a jet ski. The only times I really grab one is if I really get unlucky and I'm on one of these islands, which I've had before, where I've come back and the AFK drop spot is here, and I've come back from getting a drink, and that's been unfortunate. There he is. Here he comes. I wonder where he's gonna go. And if he did get stuff, like, if it's not something that's long range, oh, he looks like he's coming in. Looks like he's headed inwards. If he gets something that's not like a AWM or something like that, that's long range, if he gets some like good armor and a decent like shorter range gun, like, I can't remember what the hell they're called. He is coming in. If I was him, I'd camp in there. But I chose not to camp down there because I thought what was going to happen is that somebody's going to come down here and they're going to go for the cover of buildings. And I mean, if you're going to go for a building, either there or down there. Where's this plane? Oh, yeah. Well, I can't. I see a shrub. There he is. Shit. No, he got a decent gun. What did he get? An MK14. No, that's a generic gun. Holy fuck. Where did this guy come from, though? I'm standing there minding my own business, watching the skies. And that guy, where was he? There was like 3 people in one spot all of a sudden. There was like nobody, and then everybody. Hey, I almost did half damage. That's not bad. I could have done a lot better if I actually had like been seeing instead of like, you know, the shrub situation.